Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup light because I'm going out for lunch with my family and the weather is just sunny and it's like a summer vibe now where I live. The sun is curing all my depression. I'm going to start with my summertime routine now. It's always lighter makeup. You don't want to be sweating off thick layers of concealer when it's hot and sweaty. Hey guys, these cute new little clips I got from Umomo, which is like a Japanese department store. Look, oh my god, my hands are slippery from the lotion, but look. It's cute. We like him. We like them. Sorry, there's twins. They're called the Little Star Twins. This week is a bit of a deeper topic. This is the sunscreen I use. One of my friends, he got it from Japan. So this is official Japan merch. Today I kind of wanted to talk about my journey with self-love. So this video is a bit of a wake-up call for you who are struggling with loving yourself and knowing your worth and seeing your worth. Because it took me almost 24 years to finally see my worth. And I struggled with this for so long in my life that it really, I don't like to think about how it held me back and what opportunities I lost because it's unfair to me. When I was young, I was still learning and growing, so it's not like I really had a choice in the matter. But I wanted to talk about some ways that helped me realize that I need to see my worth. And of course, it's always a series of some sort of life event. For me, it was romantic life events. Going through bad relationship after bad relationship, I realized there's something that I'm not seeing in myself that is allowing me to step into these situations where I'm not being valued and treated poorly and allowing people to get away with it. And I mean, it happens at work too, it happens in friendships too, but much less so. For me, I really realized this after reflecting upon my last few relationships. Ever since I was a kid, I had a lot of issues with loving myself, and I think it started from childhood. You know, my parents always made me feel like I wasn't good enough, I wasn't doing good enough, that I was always doing something wrong, and my failures were what was highlighted, never my success or what I was doing right or all the things that went well. I would always just be reminded of my failures and criticized for my faults. And I think that just happens a lot with immigrant households. They're very blunt, they're very harsh, and they always like to make you feel insecure and point out things that are sensitive topics that hurt you. Like, you know, you're overweight, you don't look good, you look ugly with glasses on, why don't you have a boyfriend? That's probably why you don't have a boyfriend, because you have so many pimples on your face. All those kinds of messages telling you you're not good enough, that there's something wrong with you, that your failures are because of XYZ problem with you, that you are not working hard enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not as good as your friends, that you are not worthy of success because something is wrong with what you did and what you are doing, and something is just innately wrong with your personality that makes you fail in life. And I carried that with me for a very, very long time, and I still do sometimes, but I've toned it down a lot because I realized how many things are just truly out of your control in life. And it's so not fair to put that burden on yourself because it will make you depressed, it will make you question your reality, it will make you hate yourself. You can't even enjoy a day in your life thinking that way. When I was young, this is just everything that surrounded me. That was what I was taught. My belief system is that if you don't work hard enough, if you are not good enough, you won't succeed. Which isn't true. Hard work and dedication and effort will get you places in life. And not giving up and loving yourself and seeing that you're worth whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're going after. You deserve that and you can get it if you want. As a kid, I was a tomboy. I had a pixie cut. I should insert a photo if I can find one. I was a tomboy, no boys liked me, and all my friends were pretty girls with long hair, and all the guys liked them. They didn't like me, which I don't know how much that contributed to my self-esteem issues, but I never felt like I fit in. I felt like there was something wrong with me. I was not lovable because people didn't find me attractive, I guess. As a freaking 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 12-year-old, I don't know. Nobody liked me. So that really hurt me as a kid. That did contribute to my self-love issues and how I thought about myself when I got older. Because I only remembered that I always knew that nobody liked me, and that was just my reality. That's how I thought. Like, there's just something wrong with me that nobody likes me. It's just me. When I was a kid, I didn't see it as, oh, I look like a boy and I didn't dress like a girl and that's why people didn't like me. I saw it as, there's just something wrong with me and that's why people don't like me. But kids are so simple, right? In their minds, they see a pretty girl and they like them. I just wasn't stereotypically what society deemed pretty. So nobody liked me that way, which this is just me trying to understand and explain why I ended up with so many self-esteem issues when I grew up. So then I went into high school after all of that, and then nobody liking me. When I was a kid, me thinking that's normal because there's something just different about me. I went into high school and I would never believe if somebody liked me. If a guy said he liked me, I wouldn't believe it. I would just think they're lying because why would they? I already knew that people didn't find me attractive. Then I got extreme hormonal acne. I had very bad acne as a 14, 15, 16-year-old. I should insert a picture. It was so bad that I got depressed over it. My social anxiety got even worse, that I hated myself even more. I couldn't love myself. I couldn't even go out when I had acne because I thought if people saw me, they'd be disgusted by me. That was the reason why people didn't like me, and that was just another reason for people to not find me attractive and think I'm gross and not likable. And so I hid at home most of the time. Whenever I had a breakout, I'd be like, I can't go out. And then it'd make it worse because I'd pick it and it would get super red and I just feel so ugly. And this lack of confidence I had with myself, in my looks especially, it trickled down to every aspect of my life. I felt like I wasn't good enough and I never belonged anywhere, and that people would think that I wasn't good enough to be places. And the only places that I actually succeeded sometimes was in my academics. I did well in school, but to me, that's all I was. That's all I had. If I didn't have that, I was nothing because I wasn't pretty. I didn't believe that anybody liked me, and I couldn't believe that they did. I didn't think I was worth loving, and I was just sure that everyone would abandon me one day when they found something better or something more interesting to them. And so this trickled into me going into university. Of course, I never dated anyone in high school because I just never thought that was a thing for me. I didn't believe in love, first of all, because I didn't believe that anyone could like me for who I was. I never dated until university. So when I got to university, I went in with all these self-esteem problems, and my acne was gone by then because I started taking birth control and I started doing this skincare routine, but it was mostly the birth control. I had hormonal acne, so my acne cleared, and that's the reason why my skin is so clear today as well. I think I got a comment on my last video asking how I cleared my skin, but in all honesty, it's because when I was so depressed as a high school student, I went to my family doctor and he told me that I had PCOS and that the only way I could control my acne was to take birth control. So I did, and it worked. So I've always been doing it since. And I don't think that's the best way, but it worked for me and it helped with my confidence. I did what I had to do as a 16-year-old. And after that, people started finding me more attractive. I went to university, you know, and that was like a recipe for disaster. Becoming attractive suddenly to people and then going in with low self-esteem and hating yourself and not loving yourself is the perfect concoction for a narcissist, a guy who wants to use a vulnerable girl who just doesn't love themselves, who will give anything to anyone because they don't see their worth, value, they don't think they deserve anything. That's how I got into some really shitty situations and my romantic failures. I didn't approach things the right way because I didn't know how to make people like me, and I just did what I thought I had to do to make people like me. But really what it was I was giving everything that I could, laying all my cards on the table, doing everything I could to keep them, even though it wasn't the right thing to do. I just gave way too much, and they saw that. They saw like, oh, this girl will give me anything, even though she's not even my girlfriend, you know. She's insecure, she's super anxious, like why she so easy giving me everything when I'm giving her nothing. And that's because I didn't know my worth. I thought I needed to do everything to impress somebody, to keep somebody, but that was actually doing the opposite, and it was attracting the wrong people. It took me until my last relationship to finally see what the hell I was doing. I was acting as if I didn't deserve love. I was acting in a way that showed people that I will do anything for them, even if they do nothing for me, because I didn't think I was worthy of having nice things, of being treated well, of being loved. The reason why I was so scared is because these people liked me for what I looked like. They liked how I looked, and looks aren't forever. Looks don't really matter in life, to be honest. They do make your life a little easier, maybe in some aspects. They make it easier for you to be deemed societally attractive, the norm. It doesn't really get you anywhere in life if you're not smart about it, if you don't understand what it really means. People who like you for your looks don't really like you. They just like you for what you look like, and that is fleeting because people get old, and what really remains is who you are as a character, your personality, how much you care about people, how kind you are to the people in your life, all those good things about you, which I was going after just purely looks, and people who were going after looks were going after me. And so I couldn't ever feel worthy of love if somebody just saw my value through my looks. I knew that wouldn't last. This was the root of all my other self-confidence issues. I was so socially anxious because I never felt good enough. And this was just because of my looks and the way people treated me because of my looks when I was young. And so I went into job interviews, I went into friendships, I went into trying new hobbies with the same mindset that I'm just not good enough. People don't accept me, they don't like me. I had this social anxiety that killed me, that there's just something innately wrong with me that didn't allow me to get along with other people, that didn't allow me to be part of society. And I know that sounds traumatic, but this is just my thought process through life, and it makes me so concerned that there's other girls that probably feel this way, that the way they look dictates everything in their life, that they don't deserve certain things because of how somebody made them feel 20 years ago in their childhood. These negative comments that people make to you as a child can shape your whole life, and your experiences as a kid, they will shape how you feel about yourself and all your future actions. Because it took me almost 24 years now to see my value, to not accept mistreatment, to be able to stand up for myself and not feel guilty. Like, I don't deserve to be standing up for myself. Like, other people deserve to have their opinions more than I do. What I want is what's most important to me. What I believe is what I will follow. I'm not going to go blindly get strung along by someone else's beliefs, values, goals. I have my own. That's a good thing. I should be having my own. And in the past, I was like, do I even need to have my own? Because I'm just gonna live a happy life. I'm going to be so agreeable with people and make them so happy. Is my purpose in life to make other people happy? Then I realized that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that my purpose in life was to make others happy and pour myself into other people, because I was afraid of failure. I was afraid of rejection, and I was afraid of messing up because I was always the one who was criticized for that. I didn't see other people get criticized for that. I never criticized other people for that. My family made me criticize myself every time I failed because they criticized me every time I failed. They made me believe that if I put energy into myself and did something for myself and I didn't end up with some tangible results that everybody could be like, wow, she's like a doctor now, or wow, she got A+ in all her courses. If I didn't get a result like that, putting effort into myself would be a waste of time and I didn't deserve it. That is what my upbringing taught me. And so as an adult, I would go around and pour my energy into helping other people succeed because it wouldn't bother me if they failed. I wouldn't shame them for it. I just wanted to help people that I loved. And I didn't care if they failed. I didn't care if they messed up. I didn't care if they didn't achieve that goal that they were trying to achieve, because I helped someone I love do something that they care about. I would pour myself into other people and I wouldn't shame them for their failures. But if I did the same thing myself and I failed, it was just so much worse. The way I treated myself was so much worse than how I treated other people that I loved, which just showed me again that I didn't love myself. Like, it was so obvious that I didn't love myself because I didn't treat myself like someone I loved. I would give people I loved anything. I can't believe that I spent 23 years of my life not loving myself, making other people in my life purpose, making other people the reason why I should be happy. Like, if I didn't have them, I couldn't be happy. Like, I didn't deserve to be happy because I didn't see worth in myself. I only saw worth in other people and having other people in my life. And that's what determined my worth, whether or not I had those people. And that turning point for me that made me realize, like, what are you doing, girl? Why are you doing that? Is when I made my ex my life purpose. I would wake up every day excited to face the day because I had this person in my life, and that was the only reason that got me up and made me feel excited in the morning. It was all amazing for the 2 years we were together because it worked. He made me feel loved. He made me feel worthy of love. He made me feel happy. But then one day, the day that he decided to call me unattractive, to say that he was not attracted to me anymore, that he didn't love me anymore, even if he says he didn't mean it, that just flipped a switch in me. I was like, if this person that I put all my value in, the person that makes me feel like I'm worthy, tells me that I'm not worthy, I felt completely worthless. Like, I didn't deserve love unless someone else loved me. That's what I thought. That's how I felt, truly. So letting him control how I felt about myself, whether it would be loving myself or hating myself, was dangerous. He doesn't deserve to be the one to determine whether or not I love myself, because I deserve to love myself. I'm a great person. I shouldn't be concerned about what's wrong with me, what's wrong with them, why don't they like me. If they don't like me, then whatever. You shouldn't be in my life if you don't like me. It's crazy. Like, why do these people who hate you stay in your life? They don't hate you. That's why they want to be you. They want to be with you. They want to suck your energy out. They envy something in you. I shouldn't always be so concerned of whether or not other people like me, whether or not they think I'm a good person, because do I think they're a good person? Do I think that they're likable? Do I think they have good characters and morals? I should be the one judging whether or not they're a good person and a good fit for my life, not me focusing all of my energy thinking, do they think I'm a good person? Because I know I'm a good person. I don't need someone else's validation that I'm a good person to them, because I'm a good person to me. This is what I want you guys to take away from this, is that you shouldn't be concerned whether or not other people like you. You should be concerned whether or not you like them. Do they have a place in your life? Do they deserve to be in your life? Do they deserve your time, energy, your valuable, precious energy? Do they? Because people come and go in life. It's okay. Not everyone's gonna stay in your life. So just prioritize yourself. Because can you imagine prioritizing and making someone your everything and allowing them to tell you whether or not you can love yourself today? Is that the life you want to live? And I'm saying this like it's an easy thing to switch, which it's not. It took me a life-altering relationship to see finally how much I was sleeping on myself, not allowing myself to love myself, and putting myself in these situations because even though it was unintentional, it was because I didn't love myself. I didn't see my value or worth. But I see it now. I can see my own value and worth without anyone else adding to that. Just because I'm dating somebody doesn't make me more or less worthy. Just because there's somebody in my life who's making me feel happy doesn't make me more or less worthy, you know? You have to start seeing people as just people. Be grateful for the good people in your life that make you feel loved, but don't see them as the fuel to your self-love, because you should be loving yourself whether or not there's people also loving you in your life. If there's nobody there loving you, it doesn't say anything about you. It really doesn't. You are fully worthy of love, whether or not there is somebody telling you that. You deserve honestly everything, and you need to be able to see that. I feel like that's too orange. This is the final makeup look. I'm getting that sun-kissed light makeup vibe. I'm so excited for summer. I'm so excited to finally enjoy this nice weather. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you love yourself and never let anyone else determine your worth. Leave all of that to yourself. You deserve to be in control and in power of your life. And just don't let another person in your life determine your worth, because whether or not that person is in your life, you deserve the best. You deserve love. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. See you in the next one.